Arsenal have dropped to a devastating 2-1 defeat to Fulham at Craven Cottage. The Gunners were beaten 2-1 by a very spirited and highly energised Fulham squad in a result that is sure to derail their title bid. But what's going on, guys? It is the Ketch back again with another video on the channel, and if you're in Australia like I am, Happy New Year. If you're anywhere else in the world that hasn't welcomed in 2024 yet, well, Happy New Year to you guys when you do eventually welcome in the new year. But it has been a devastating result for Arsenal overnight, and what will Mikel Arteta and his men do over the next few weeks will probably determine where Arsenal finish in the league this season. But currently it's looking like they're going to be fighting for the top four rather than a title challenge with the likes of Liverpool and Man City. But let's get straight into it. And yes, guys, as you heard from me earlier in the video, Arsenal did indeed lose 2-1 to Fulham, but they did take the lead through Bukayo Saka early on. But after that, Arsenal just didn't create and get out of their own half, and eventually they were pegged back by a Raul Jimenez equalizer and went into the halftime break 1-1 with it all to do. But you would think that Mikel Arteta would have rallied the troops together and gone, come on guys, let's get in for the second half, let's make a good performance of it. And they came out and it was just more of the same. It was just nerdling around, not getting out of their defensive half, here, there, everywhere. The likes of Martinelli and Nketiah, Saka even dropping off a lot, and it was just not a good thing to see. And then they were made to pay when Bobby De Cordova-Reid, I finally got his name right, put Fulham 2-1 up at Craven Cottage on around the hour mark. I think it was around the 60th minute, to lovely delirious cheers from the Fulham faithful, but to the actual anguish and devastation of the Arsenal fans. They could not believe they were again throwing away a lead when they were so within, when the lead was well within their reach of taking it further. But Arsenal just went into their shell. They could have gone 2-0, 3-0 up, but they went into their shell, and when you're only 1-0 up, there's always a problem for other teams, especially the likes of Fulham, who play a low block and like to counter attack with all their pacey players out up front and then just square it or just cross it for Jimenez. But yes, Mikel Arteta now has it all to do. He's going to have to regroup his players. I think they're going to Dubai for warm weather training. I think it's like a week and a half off now between their next game, I think it is. So Arteta needs to rally the troops and get them playing properly again, because if they want to win the league title this season, they're not going to do it by dropping points at Fulham. Results similar. They lost 2-0 at West Ham the other night. They had a 1-1 draw with Liverpool after leading. So yeah, Arsenal have been throwing away points for fun at the moment. Speaking of teams who are gaining points on Arsenal, Spurs beat Bournemouth overnight 3-1 thanks to goals from Heung-min Son, Richarlison, and I believe it was Pape Sarr who went off injured early on in the first half. But this will make Ange and the Tottenham fans very, very happy, as their squad is now only a point behind Arsenal with their devastating injury crisis to a lot of their first teamers that Spurs have had. And I think Spurs, they started really well to the season. They were unbeaten at one point, then they had a sort of a bit of a lull over in November and a bit towards December as well. But Ange just seemingly rallied the troops, and they're now only a point off Arsenal in 5th place. They're on 39 points, and yeah, they could theoretically still within the title race at the moment, but it's going to take a mammoth effort for Spurs to stay there as well, considering what's coming up. And Richarlison, is he the man to lead the line for Spurs moving forward? I'm not sure. A lot of the burden of the Spurs goal scoring does rely a lot on Heung-min Son and his creative abilities. The guy is an absolute legend of Tottenham. They don't have too many, but Heung-min Son is definitely up there in terms of legends for Spurs. And I think, with the upcoming African Cup of Nations as well and the Asian Cup, Heung-min Son to Tottenham will be a massive, massive loss. You just can't, replace someone like Son like that. But yeah, the state of the league title as it is at the moment looks a lot like this. Liverpool currently leading with a game in hand to play against Newcastle tomorrow. Then we have Arsenal in second, Man City, oh sorry, it's Aston Villa in second, City third, Arsenal fourth, and then Spurs in fifth. So it's 3 points effectively separating the top 5 teams, although the likes of Liverpool and Man City do have games in hand, and so they could definitely increase their lead and get away further from the chasing pack. I think the likes of City and Liverpool will probably be 1 and 2. Not entirely sure what order that's going to be. Pep Guardiola's men seem to go on an invincible run towards the second half of the season, but Liverpool can probably one of the few, if only the only other team that could probably match that. I'm not sure Arsenal have the energy and the power and the experience to do so, but it'll be an enthralling second half of the season, that's for sure. And I can't wait to see what 2024 brings in terms of the Premier League title. And speaking of Premier League title race, Aston Villa are in it as well. They're equal on points with Liverpool at the top on 42, only behind on goal difference, and they did it with a last minute winner at Burnley the other night. Douglas Luiz struck I think it was an 89th minute penalty to give the Villains a 3-2 win at Villa Park, and they desperately needed that to stay within the chasing pack, but also to stay away from everyone who's chasing them. The likes of Manchester United and Newcastle having indifferent seasons. Chelsea are way off the pace at the moment, so you can definitely tell how much of an important result that was for Aston Villa and the work that Unai Emery is doing. Speaking of AFCON and the Asian Cup, that is coming up soon, and the likes of a lot of players are going to be leaving. The likes of Onana at Manchester United, Salah at Liverpool. I've already spoken about Son's importance to Spurs. He's leaving as well. I don't really understand the point of these international tournaments midway through a season. I think they're very disruptive to the season. My theory and my view on that would be all international tournaments should take place after the domestic season has finished, but I don't know, these money hungry organizers, they love to just throw everything in the middle of the year, especially the Asian Cup. That's in Qatar. That's just an absolute stupid thing. That I don't know why it's in Qatar. Just put it anywhere there that it can host at the end of the season when winter is available. But anyway, that has been the end of this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please do like, share, and subscribe so you never miss another video, and I'll see you with a new video very, very soon. Have a good one, guys. See ya.